Maria Theresa of Austria was born and Archduchess of Austria and Princess of Tuscany. She was the daughter of Ferdinand III, Grand Duke of Tuscany, and Luisa of Naples and Sicily. She was named after her double great-grandmother Empress Maria Theresa. In 1817, she married Charles Albert of Sardinia and subsequently became the Queen of Sardinia upon her husband's accession to the throne in 1831. Birth and childhood. Maria Theresia Francisca Josepha Johanna Benedicta was a member of the Tuscan branch of the House of Habsburg-Lorraine and Archduchess of Austria and Princess of Bohemia, Hungary and Tuscany by birth. She was born in Vienna during the exile of her parents and the many children due to Napoleon Bonaparte's invasion of Tuscany. Her father was Ferdinand III, Grand Duke of Tuscany, and her mother was Princess Luisa of Naples and Sicily, who died giving birth to a stillborn son 1 year after Maria Theresa's birth. After the Restoration of 1814, Ferdinand III was made Elector of the secularized Archbishopric Salzburg and the family moved to Würzburg. Marriage and children. Maria Theresa married in Florence on the 30th of September 1817 Charles Albert of Sardinia, and a wedding mass was celebrated on the 2nd of October in Florence Cathedral. In Italian, her name was Maria Teresa Francesca Giuseppa Giovanna Benedetta. In March 1820, an heir was born followed by 2 more children, the latter of which died in infancy. From her marriage, she was known as the Princess of Carignano. In 1824, Charles Albert was recognized as heir to the throne by Victor Emmanuel I of Sardinia. He and Maria Theresa became king and queen in 1831, when his predecessor Charles Felix of Sardinia died without issue. End of life. After the death of her husband in 1849 in Oporto, the Queen Mother Maria Theresa stopped appearing in public and even returned to Italy in 1851, where she died 4 years later, in Turin. She was buried in the Basilica of Superga in Turin. A convinced Catholic and conservative, she had a great influence on her eldest son on the new Italian throne. Issue: Vittorio Emanuele Maria Alberto Eugenio Ferdinando Tommaso married Adelaide of Austria and had issue would become the first king of United Italy. Ferdinando Maria Alberto Amadeo Filiberto Vincenzo married Princess Elizabeth of Saxony and had issue, Duke of Genoa. Maria Cristina died in infancy. Genealogy. Even among the frequently tangled genealogies of European nobility, the ancestry of Maria Theresa of Tuscany was unusual. In fact, her parents had the same 4 grandparents, so they were double cousins when they spoused. This practice of alliances between cousins that was still common at the time, given that the families had a lot of children, and this avoided to split too much the benefit of heirs, the alliances and the descendants, and the multiplication of nobility titles to satisfy the various claims by descendants. As a consequence, her parents consisted of 2 brother-sister pairs. Her paternal grandfather, Leopold II, Holy Roman Emperor, was the brother of her maternal grandmother, Maria Carolina of Austria. Matching that combination, her paternal mother, Maria Luisa of Spain, was the sister of her maternal grandfather, Ferdinand I of the 2 Sicilies. As a consequence, she only had 4 great-grandparents rather than the usual 8. Genealogy chart. Ancestry, titles and styles. The 21st of March 1801 to 11 August 1804, Her Royal Highness Archduchess Maria Theresa of Austria, Princess of Tuscany. The 11th of August 1804 to 30 September 1817, Her Imperial and Royal Highness Archduchess Maria Theresa of Austria, Princess of Tuscany. the 30th of September 1817 to 27 April 1831, Her Imperial and Royal Highness the Princess of Carignano, the 27th of April 1831 to 23 March 1849, Her Majesty the Queen of Sardinia, the 23rd of March 1849 to 12 January 1855, Her Majesty Queen Maria Theresa of Sardinia,